Where did Jesus say, "I am God," or "worship me"? The answer has been in front of you all along. Skeptics and non-believers, you demand proof. You ask, where did Jesus say, "I am God," or "worship me"? The answer has been staring you in the face this whole time, not hidden, not obscure, but written on stone by the very finger of God himself. Jesus declared it, Moses wrote it, and history has preserved it. Are you ready? Exodus chapter 20:10. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Let's break this down. The Sabbath belongs to God. The Lord of the Sabbath is God. Now, fast forward thousands of years. Jesus Christ walks the earth, performs miracles, and declares in Matthew 12:8, "For the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath day." Stop. Read that again. Jesus is claiming to be Lord of the Sabbath, but Exodus 20:10 tells us that the Lord of the Sabbath is God. If the Lord of the Sabbath is God, and Jesus is the Lord of the Sabbath, then who is Jesus? God. You asked for proof. Here it is. The Sabbath is not owned by angels. It is not ruled by prophets. It belongs to God alone. A created being cannot claim ownership over what belongs to God. Yet Jesus did. He didn't need to say, "I am God." He already had. The moment he said, "I am Lord of the Sabbath," he was declaring, "I am the God who wrote the 10 Commandments." This wasn't just a title. It was an unmistakable declaration of divinity. The Pharisees understood it. They knew what Jesus was claiming. That's why they sought to kill him. In John 5:18 it says, "Therefore the Jews sought the more to kill him, because he not only had broken the Sabbath, but said also that God was his Father, making himself equal with God." They knew he wasn't just a man. He was declaring himself the divine authority behind the Sabbath. And if you still deny it, answer this. Why does Jesus receive worship in the Bible? Revelation 5:13. "And every creature which is in heaven, and on the earth, and under the earth, and such as are in the sea, and all that are in them, heard I saying, Blessing, and honour, and glory, and power be unto him that sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb for ever and ever." Who is the Lamb? Jesus Christ. And who receives worship alongside the Father? Jesus Christ. Yet in Isaiah 42:8, God declares, "I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another." So if Jesus is not God, how can he receive the same glory, the same honor, the same worship as the Father? You cannot explain it unless you accept the truth. Jesus is God, the Lord of the Sabbath, the God of the 10 Commandments. Now, skeptics and non-believers, here's your challenge. If Jesus is not God, why does he claim to be Lord of the Sabbath, when Exodus 20:10 says that the Lord of the Sabbath is God? If Jesus is not God, why does he receive worship when God says he does not share his glory with another? If Jesus is not God, why do the apostles declare him as the creator of all things in Colossians 1:16? You asked where Jesus said, "I am God." Now answer this. If Jesus Christ is not God, who then is the Lord of the Sabbath? And don't look for excuses. The answer is written in stone. Revelation 1:8. "I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty." This is your moment of decision. Will you deny what has been written by the very finger of God? Will you ignore the words of Jesus Christ himself? Or will you finally bow before the one who is Lord of the Sabbath, the eternal God? The evidence is in your hands. Now, skeptics, disprove this if you can. The Lord of the Sabbath is God. Jesus is the Lord of the Sabbath. Jesus is God.